It is the, what's the next match?
Atlanta Reign versus Washington Justice.
Atlanta Reign versus, Washington Justice. I mean, with that being said, let's take a quick look at our schedule first. See if I got that one right.
You did. The background tells me you did. Thank you, Johnny.
Of course, yeah. Second one, the match that's coming up, it is the Atlanta Reign versus the Washington Justice. What are you guys looking out for?
Can you do anything against the Reign on the Justice? Can you win one map or a few team fights? I will take anything. I am
Brutal.
I am desperate.
But I mean, these guys, right? They won the Midseason Madness. They haven't lost a single match.
Dante, what's it like playing against the Atlanta Reign?
Oh, good question.
What's it like playing against Atlanta?
Well, the ult check is like, oh, do they have EMP? Yep, they have EMP. Oh, okay, I'm EMP. I'm dead. Dead. I'm pulsed. Dead. That's what it's like.
All right, Dante, how about the Washington Justice? What are your thoughts on the team right now, and what are you looking out for them?
So I actually think they can take a map, maybe even two, if they put
two?
If the map pool is good.
Okay.
Two.
I think if they have good Ramacha maps, I think Mirror is insane at Ramacha, and they can honestly at least get one map. If they play well, and if Atlanta plays okay, I think they can get a map.
I'm okay with that. Like, take some slip-ups. Mirror bringing out Ramacha comp, and that might be a little bit more of an equalizer. One thing to be worried about playing against the Atlanta Reign is that, as much as Sombra Tracer was defining the last meta, and they were the best at that, they still look insane on Echo Tracer, because I think Stalker also has an incredibly sharp Echo. Lip, incredibly good at Tracer too. So it's tough playing against the Reign. They just keep winning. Maybe Justice can do something.
That's right.
I think 2 maps.
I don't know. I think I don't think
maybe 2 maps. A stretch, but they can get one for sure.
One I would give 2. But I mean, yeah. Let's take a look at our predictions. I'm guessing we all went for Atlanta Reign. I did. I certainly did. I went 3-0. I think they're just too good right now, and I'll be surprised if Washington Justice, they are a good team as well, but I mean, against the Atlanta Reign, I don't know, it's kind of hard to bet against them.
Yeah, I put 3-0 on my thing, but I do think it's possible.
You want to change it to 3-1?
You sound like one of us.
No.
You sound like one of us.
I just wanted to say that it's not going to be a complete blowout.
Okay.
Covering your butt is an important part of being on the desk.
True.
I think I did 3-0 as well, honestly. Maybe I did 3-1. No, yeah, 3-0. It's looking rough. I just feel, I don't even think Atlanta's bad at the RamCon. That's the thing. It's they're not as dominant, but it's not easy.
Yeah, agree.
3-0. Just play us out.
Yeah.
I mean, just.
Yeah, all right.
What more is there to say? Honestly.
Yeah.
There's a lot more
exactly.
to say.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm going to say a lot of it.
I was like, oh, will we maybe see some Dongak Wrecking Ball, because he's phenomenal at Wrecking Ball, but then I'm like, oh, well, Washington Justice are just going to play Sombra Tracer probably the entire time. So, no. I mean, Atlanta's just going to do their thing.
I hope Dongak plays Wrecking Ball. That would make it more interesting.
It's fun. Can you imagine, Can you imagine Junbin versus Donghak Wrecking Ball in the future?
I think Wrecking Ball is one of the most fun.
All right, guys, let's take a look at what our chat thinks, if they think any differently from us.
I think this is going to be a slaughter in the chat.
I say 90% Atlanta Reign. 96 to 4%.
That's the best we've gotten yet, right?
Yeah,
95-5
I think
yesterday.
95-5 was the highest yesterday.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think this is, 96%.
That's an oof.
Yeah, the 4% Washington Justice fans, the 4% of you guys, good job. I mean, I respect that.
Yeah.
But I think it's good. This one's gonna be pretty one-sided. Maybe not. I don't know. I think it's time to bring our casters.
Our casters.
See what Jaws and are you going
to it's time to shine.
All right, bye. Good luck. Have fun.
Where's Costa? Are you beefing with Costa? What's going on?
You guys
There's a lot of beef. New beef just dropped. Me and Scott hate each other. He threw too many of my rank games. New beef. Jake is now my best friend.
I'm the new duo. I'm the booster.
Yeah. Okay. Not on the Overwatch League stream. Okay, do not say that on the Overwatch League stream. But it's good to have you here, Jake.
I'm good to be here, man. I'm excited to cast. I love casting. I'm just happy to get on the mic.
Yeah, it's good times. What better game than Atlanta Reign versus Justice, which you all bet 3-0?
You know, this is going to be a really close game, Jack. It's going to be really close.
Okay, now be honest.
I'm willing it into existence because I want to cast more, but I do think it's going to be tough for Justice. I think this is an extremely hard matchup. I mean, Atlanta Reign, they're just in a tier of their own. It's everyone's looking up at them. You just have to wonder, is that ever going to be some pressure that makes them crack? But if anything, Donghak is like the player you'd be like, oh, he's a rookie, maybe he'll slip up. But he's been as sharp as anybody. He fits like a glove on this team. They have such a great system built around him. He doesn't look like a rookie player. I mean, you wouldn't guess that just not knowing who it was playing.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, everybody's looking up to the Atlanta right now. They are the ones to beat. And 3-0. Is there a chance there's a one-mapper in here for
I am
the
with
Justice?
Dante. I am with Dante. I think it could be done. Taking a look at the map pool right now, Ilios, that is a tough draw on control. This is a very much a dive control map. So if Justice are going to take a map here, they're going to need to just beat Atlanta Reign on their biggest strengths. Oh gosh.
Perfect maps for the Atlanta Reign.
Come on, guys. Just do something crazy. We need Alpha Yi, Flora. They need to do something out of control here.
Yeah.
If it is going to be anybody on the Justice, I feel like it is these DPS players. These guys have been known to light things up, pop off, get some big quick kills. It's just that, you know, Lip and Stalker are terrifying.
Yeah, terrifying. Lip on Tracer, not even playing the Sombra.
Yeah, this is what we actually see usually on Lighthouse here. Lip on the Tracer, Stalker on the Echo. I think we'll see more of this in the series, so that Echo's becoming a bigger part of the meta. They've got their work cut out for them, though. A lot of damage ready to go into an Echo, so...
Oh my! And speaking of which...
It would be hard for Stalker, is what I was going to say.
There's the damage. Dongman also playing the Mercy, not playing anything more defensive, like the Brig. Wow, I mean, Stalker's willing to take the duel, even against the pocket, I mean, and survive somehow, gets out of there.
The support is so clean there, like he's just flying up into the Mercy, the Echo pocketed Mercy, just fearlessly, and it's not, he doesn't care, he's disrespecting them so hard.
He's going to try again. The amount of packs and the darts he's getting from his Ana and Brig, feeling pretty good right now. Yeah, but literally just 1v1, 1v2 again. I mean, it's going to be tough too for Teru. The dives are going to be disastrous.
Yeah, they just make this, I mean, he's not even taking damage. He's getting that constant pocket from Ana and Brig, and the Mercy just doesn't even feel that relevant. Okay, Flora finally shooting back there, and a nano onto Alpha Yi. That's what it takes to break down Stalker.
Nano, I mean, Mira also ate the pulse bomb there from Lip, so this, okay, there it is. Justice coming out with kills. It was pretty good. They're still going to lob out the nano, though, to Donghag. Potentially thinking they can still win the fight. But you have Dongan on the Mercy, you have a free res. Not sure about the nano. It is not even going to get him a primal rage set.
Yeah, it does get them a little bit more stall, so I'd feel worse about that if I was the Reign, if you did that like after Justice gets the flip. But you do get an extra 10% cap off of that nano, and sure, maybe it's not the best use of the ultimate, but I don't, it's not like completely for nothing. You know, I think that's the difference between Atlanta and a lot of teams. They get something out of every play. Even if it's not everything they had hoped for, they're just always taking pieces from you.
All right, there comes the dive again. Lip trying to make sure his pulse one doesn't get eaten this time. Needs to worm on first, though. Nice dynamite. He hasn't got recall either. Did get the miniature health pack, and there's the primal rage. No chance, I don't think, for a res. Donghag and Lip kind of guarding that body. And this is what I was scared of, like Teru being dove on. Looks like he's got his own personal bodyguard right now. Resurrection doesn't end up coming through. That's got to be like milliseconds before Flora was reset back to spawn, but in amongst the chaos, Jake, there was a flip for the Atlanta Reign, and they're going to be able to scrap this one out, especially with this duplicate. Self-destruct, launched it by Mira. Can they get the kill on the Baby Diva? They cannot. In fact, a free self-destruct by Stalker, though. He throws it out. Dongan, immortal on the Mercy, just refuses to die, and it will be another reset for the Atlanta Reign. They get some free percentage, though, and it's only just now that Justice have found the flip.
Yeah, you know, it feels like Justice is fighting well, but if you just look at the top of the screen, that scoreboard, Atlanta are dominating this map. These little flips that come in here and there in chaotic fights, they're winning them this map by a huge margin right now. I mean, Justice, they really don't, they could have like maybe one more of those to let it go, but they cannot let it happen more than that, and I think it's really punishing them here. When Mirror has to go mark that Tracer, no one's touching point.
Poppy, Bob, Nano. Got a lot of tools in the bank to make this work. That's one tool that they don't have anymore. They don't have Teru. Resurrection. Oh, he gets it. And he doesn't get punished for it either. Dynamite onto Chio. There's the Bob on the point. Alpha ends up going down. No res from the Mercy available. So it's just Stalker taking care of business like it's any other day of the week. The pocket goes down. I mean, receiving the nano there, you're just... The amount of damage that you can just output, especially with the beam when they're under 50%. It's lights out. The Justice, as it Rain, find the flip again. And they're taking inches, Jake, and they're running with it. I mean, 80%, it's going to be last fight.
Atlanta just do this fantastic job of splitting the pressure around the map. Against this Mercy Ana Diva, they're very strong at like saving any one target and just full pocketing, saving them. You're never going to kill something that is getting that protection. But Atlanta attacks multiple targets at the same time, and Mirror has an impossible task. It's like you can't mark every single DPS, the Winston as well, the Nano, the nades coming in. It's just too difficult. So now Justice on the retake with Mercy, this is really the hardest moment for this comp.
It really is. Dongan's going low, same with Terra, watching their health bars in the upper right. Oh, Lip, did he just double blink off the side of the map and then kill Dongan, hit the recall?
And he's just standing on the edge, like, yeah, fly back up, kid. Let's test my tracking.
Nano
do a
boost.
quick game set.
Oh, with the stick too! There's nothing this guy can't do.
Dude.
Flora, though, does get the BM double blink into Lip to kill him, but it didn't matter. Atlanta Rain, Lip hits the LOL in the chat. They take the first map.
Yeah.
Got two.
I like this Ashe and Echo. I think, you know, enabling your DPS to just sort of pop off, threaten Stalker, threaten Lip. That feels good to me. And then you just see, like, yeah, you've got the Mercy Pocket Alpha E. This is Alpha E we're talking about. This is one of the most impressive flex DPS we've had all season. And Stalker is just fearlessly fighting him in the air into a Mercy Pocket because Fielder and Chio are just so on point with the heals. They're not letting him drop low. They're not letting him come into that focusing beam range. That's the team playing confidence that the Rain bring to bear in every single comp. And there, I think it's just expressed in a particularly difficult way where Justice is like, yeah, we're Mercy Pocketing our Echo and we can't even win the duel.
Different look here for the Justice. No more Echoes. Lip actually on the Ashe instead, so very different comps. I mean, Donkhack on the Winston, don't mind that at all, but Flora's jumping over to Widow. That's what I want to see on this map, more Widow. But with that nerf, it's a little bit more difficult to get those long-range kills. See where he wants to hold.
Yeah, I like this Justice comp, though. This is playing a little bit more to the strengths that might give them an edge over the Rain. Mirror on his comfort pick of the Ramattra. We know he can handle this hero. And such patience from Lip. Knows he's potentially being peaked there. And only comes out once his Winston comes in. I mean, that's just great game sense from Lip. Doesn't take any risks.
It is. And Flora doesn't really have any time to even suppress Lip at all. You just have to deal with this Winston. Deal's been done, though, with Stalker.
Ooh,
nice
great headshot from Flora, yeah. And Mirror drops low at multiple points in that fight. Chio, that's a cheeky little flip there. It's not worth so much, but I mean, every little bit counts. Atlanta Rain finds something from nothing there, even in a losing fight, grabbing a few percent. But potentially Flora, I mean, he's a tough target to get to, right? We saw Stalker fall in that fight to Donghun because it's hard to cross the map, past the Sombra, past the Ramattra, and get on top of that Widowmaker as a Tracer. It's just a thin map. It's kind of hard to get to those flanks sometimes.
Oh, Mirror under pressure. Castle just collapsed under cannon fire. Pulse bomb from Stalker. Like the flexibility too. Talking about how Lip is just fantastic at pretty much every hero, but Stalker, one of his best heroes is the Tracer. Not afraid to kind of swip these rolls around. And well, somewhere, somehow, Alpha you die, so a Lip headshot, but I won't ask questions because they don't need it.
Yeah, the flexibility here for the Rain. You just, like, if you have Lip and Stalker on your team, don't sign any other DPS players. Like, I'll save you some free money. Like, you just don't do it. It's not giving you anything. Donkhack as well, I think, is playing really phenomenally against a comp that would be, it's very difficult. You're kind of on your own. You're on an island on Winston here, and he's just putting so much pressure on Flora. Flora's getting very few opportunities to get anything done, and his team has to constantly come back and support him, right? That's why Mirror went down in the previous fight, because Bring It On are turned looking at Winston. Nobody's there to support Mirror. Again, Atlanta with this full court press, it's just overwhelming.
And he's playing so safe too when he needs to. I mean, just leaping away. He's min-maxing his health bar, for sure. EMP available for Alfie though, Jake. I mean, it feels pretty good in this fight, but just slowly but surely, like, they're wasting so much of Justice's time.
Donkhack is just pulling all the aggro.
They're not going to solo EMP, surely. Nice nade. Teru and Donkhack do go purple, but somehow Teru escapes. It was a solo EMP in the end, but that's what it takes to take down the Atlanta Rain, it feels like. And now Alfie turning his attention to Lip. Lip not really paying attention to it right now, but will end up getting hacked. Lot had to be invested into this fight, though. Nano, Annihilation, EMP, and even Sights at the beginning here.
Yeah, that is 4 ults from the Justice. They have the Rally, which is sort of the exact tool you would want to potentially answer this Primal Rage, but I mean, Stalker's Pulse Bomb just has Donghun's name on it right now. I hate to be a bear about it. Nice angle from Flora there. Nice. Forward holding, and Lip just a little bit too quick to cross the sideline before Donkhack could get in there.
Go on, spawn grapple. Oh, nice headshot. Oh, straight away.
Like, he is owning on Widow. I mean, he's a terrifying Widow player, but the pressure on him is immense. He gets so few chances. Even when he hits every shot, it's not enough.
Yeah. All right, Mirror's already activated that form. And there it is. There's the pulse. Oh, goes wide. The hack onto Stalker. Does manage to survive. Saves a couple of blinks as well, so as soon as he hits that recall, he can get out of there. But again, like you called it, Jake, your supports, they're not looking at Mirror right now. They're looking at Stalker. They're trying to save their own backline, and Mirror's just left out on a little island. 80% for the Atlanta Rain. Bob used, and they got Nano and Rally coming up in this last fight, and, well, Justice, they got a whole lot of nothing, maybe the EMP.
If Terra goes down here, that could just toss the round, and Donkhack knows that he's not afraid to full commit. Sleep as well onto Mirror. Oh, man, they're just going to the spawn.
And he's used Nemesis form already. I mean, Donkhack, touch and spawn challenge, successful. Who touches? Out for Yi. There we go.
Yeah, but Atlanta, no. They know the Summer's going to touch. They're going to instantly force her out. Someone's got to get this next touch. Flora's I don't think he's touching on Flora.
I mean, look how far up Fielder's playing as well. A complete shutout. Atlanta Reign with a 2-0 over the Justice. Just playing a completely different game of Overwatch.
Yeah, the pressure is overwhelming. It's you know, it's like you can't go up against the Atlanta Reign and say, all right, let's mark this player, because guess what? You have to name all 5 of them. I mean, good luck. Like, you know, there's no hole in this game. It's like, I like that Justice is bringing out some interesting, you know, comps there, like Ramatra Widow, trying to just make space for Flora. But the adaptations from Atlanta, they're just incredible. That they're finding exactly the answer in every moment. Stalker as well as Echo. I mean, this is a real tour de force to be able to go into an Echo comp confidently, not needing a Mercy Pocket, taking on the Echo who does have that Mercy Pocket, and just like taking that man fight all day long, trading aggressively, and sometimes finding kills. I mean, when this sort of things are happening, you start to feel a little hopeless as the other Echo. You're like, what can I do?
Yeah.
I can't win with a Mercy Pocket with the Mercy Pocket advantage. That's one of the biggest advantages you can have in the Echo Mill.
Mercy Pocket. Well, it wasn't to be. I wonder if they're going to play the same thing on Numbani. Pretty Echo favored map, you'd imagine.
Likely, I'd say.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. After the break, we've got map number 2. Atlanta Reign up our game already, though. a shutout on Ilios for the Atlanta Reign, 2-0 up. Or like 1-0 up, sorry, 2-0 in control as we do head to Numbani as our next map. And Justice have a substitution. It's going to be Ben Best coming in on the tank role, which does signal to be a little bit more Winston play here.
Yeah, makes sense for Numbani. We saw Mayhem bring out like a cheese rind defense on first point. I think that basically is only a defense strat, but I actually don't hate that from Florida. And I think, honestly, it is in the best interest of the Washington Justice to bring out something wonky and strange here. Try to just throw Atlanta off guard, because it doesn't feel like you're winning the mirror, to put it lightly, for the Justice. There's these great players on this team, but Atlanta is in a tier of their own.
Yeah, they are 9-0 right now. They will be 10-0 after this if they do end up taking the win. Like, that is insane. And
they played one map 5 this season, Jack, one time.
They might go
and they won
lossless up until playoffs. Like
they might
just
lose a match this season.
This season, right? Like, yeah, that is a
possibility. I feel like
this
might be the first that we could have the golden season for a team. Honestly, like it feels that way.
Insane.
Right? It does. I mean, it's like it'd be one thing if you were looking at this Atlanta Reign squad and thinking, okay, well, there's some, they're winning, but it's all super close. Maybe, someone. No, like this. I feel like at some point you got to start. This is like it's like 50-50 whether they have a golden season.
50-50 if they have a golden season.
Yeah,
I like that.
I think it's 50-50 if nobody ever beats them ever this season. Maybe that feels like too low. I feel like it should be higher than that.
Honestly, yeah.
Maybe there's some crazy shit, some like new stuff, crazy new meta that like throws things into chaos.
Yeah.
Maybe they could slip up at that moment, but long term, I feel like they're gonna adapt. But all right,
speaking
Justice,
of cheese,
I'm here for this. Normally, I wouldn't be sure this, but you roll out that top with the Bastion transform. This is hard to stop. This is a pressure on Fielder right now. He's got to hit a nade right off the jump. And ooh, a little tricky rotation, but it is spotted. Atlanta, they know what's happening here.
Yeah, they know. Easy nades to the Arnasu. Oh, it feels so nice for Arna right now.
Early.
TP, high ground. Swap sides, and here comes the turret bot.
Oh, what a sleep.
Well, yeah, Fielder always hits those. Turret mode is going to run out in just a moment. Donga going pretty low, but there's the anti that you wanted. Lamps too late from Teru. They've lost their main source of damage now, and now it's all about the DPS. Slip is just lasering people in this corridor. Does go pretty low, and they've lost Donghacks. So it's just all about a TP game. They're now after Fielder, just a ring around the rosy. Fielder's trying to escape, still living. Not quite for long enough though, but Chio, there's more support, more damage coming out from the supports right now, the Atlanta Reign, than anybody else. This cheese ain't working on the Reign.
They're just so good. I mean, it felt like there was a moment there, but Fielder not only lived a long time, but Chio like instantly makes the read that Justice are all inning onto Fielder, and Chio's like, I'm gonna punish this. Like, I'm gonna just jump into your backline because I know if my Ana dies and we don't punish it, we will lose the team fight. So a great reads from everyone on the Reign. Donghack even being willing to like jump into the Bastion transform because he knows that he just needs to pull aggro in that moment, make space, and he of course knows correctly that Fielder's gonna hit that nade.
And the big issue now is they've swapped off this cheese comp and they have no ults. They have no ult charged. You only get a little bit when you do swap off, and Atlanta Reign, a whole host of them, threw the pulse bomb away there by Stalker. Tried to go for Alfie, but didn't end up happening. Oh, Lip went really low in disguise.
Might die here.
So low. Should be fine.
Yeah, gonna struggle to get the primal though.
Yeah.
So Justice are doing a good job doing what they need to do, which is pull these ults out one by one, but there's still 3 more remaining for the Reign, and so you've got to keep dancing very, very effectively for the Justice. They cannot overstep right now. It's a very tense moment here. Fielder looking for any opportunity to pull that nano.
Just slowly but surely, there's the time bank just draining away.
Clock
2 minutes to go. I mean, you still have Nano, you still have Rally, like, there's the Nano onto Lib, that's a lot of damage, good. Timing on the duplication, but can Alfie survive? No, Dupe almost instantly dealt with. He doesn't end up getting Nano, but he uses flight to actually go back, so it's not going to be the best position to get kills. I say that. Still finds Lip, but again, Fielder always hits those. Sleeps to Alfie, stops him executing him. Doesn't end up falling, even after that Rally was popped by Chio. But we know Chio is more than happy just to help the rest of his team clean this one up. But at least Teru found the sleep onto Donghack, I suppose.
Very winnable for the Justice, but I don't think Reign are out of this. I think they might look for a recontest here. No, okay. They want to get a couple good fights on second. I'm just always expect this team is going to fight it out no matter what. But they don't mind dropping a point here. Yes, Benbez has a primal, but Reign is a type of team where, like, it feels like you need more than a primal. It feels like Chio and Fielder are so adept at dealing with that ultimate that it's hard to imagine Benbez finding much value on his own. And I think with Lip and Stalker very close to their ults, that's what I'm really worried about this next team fight.
Yeah, is Bembest going to get any value with this Primal Rage? Like you said, very unlikely it feels like against this backline. Oh, leap in. Oh, no, faded. Goes back in with the Primal.
Leap is
Tries
missed.
to isolate Fielder and Chio, but he's just taking way too much damage. The focus fire from the Atlanta Reign there, knowing that sleep and kind of the defensive tools are kind of lacking, and Bembest just jumps in, and he also just ends up getting no support.
Such a great punish there from Donghak, putting the bubble into Ana LOS, and Tero just can't get a single heal to Bembest. I mean, Bembest wants to take that aggressive corner, start to open things up, open the map up for his team, and Chio instantly just walks into him because he knows Donghak is going to read this. Donghak is going to be bubbling that Ana. I don't need to worry about a nade. I mean, that's just great gameplay, great team play that few teams are executing right now in the Overwatch League.
I mean, you're even lucky to get a pack off at that point. Nice nade on Chio. Punishable? Maybe not. Donghak again, just splitting off all those heals, so right on the corner, the most annoying spots possible. Damage boost onto Alfie, a missed sleep from Lip's copy, but he's taking all the aggro, actual main tank aggro right now, and that Nano didn't really get all of anything. I suppose he got the dupe, but again, the Atlanta Reign they recoil slightly, they just spring right back with more aggression. And again, they're doing it again. A dupe from Alfie onto the Tracer, doesn't get anything, and now the Atlanta Reign can just springboard back. They get a little bit of positioning here, but Donghak's still in the front line, contending with the supports of the Washington Justice. They've moved just it feels like an inch, honestly, against the Atlanta Reign. A rally available soon, and the Primal Rage. Bembest already live.
Donghak is pulling so much aggro, gets a kill. Primal jumps out, he's going right back in, juggling. Does get woken quickly though, so he might still be able to find more. I mean, he's just dancing in and out with this Primal.
He gets out alive too. A bubble in the sky so he doesn't get laser beamed, and then it's just Stalker filling the kill feed for the Atlanta Reign.
I love that, like, they just have Lip on Echo here. I mean, theoretically, there's some reason for this. Like, they might want to play Ashe on third or something. But, like, they don't even, it's like, whatever, dog. Just, you guys are so good at the game. You just play whatever you want, man. Like, yeah, Lip's like, give me a, I like you. Echo looks kind of fun, man. Give me a shot. I don't think that's really, I think they are expecting maybe there's some chance to play Hitscan here, but it just goes to show the depth of this guy. I don't think I've seen Lip on the Echo before, but I'm confident he can handle it. I'm not worried for the Atlanta Reign right now.
Nobody's worried about that. Big cooldown to Force there with that nade. Laura hasn't got his recall. He still killed too. Didn't even stick. And speaking about non-stick impulses, it's just pancakes all around. And Fielder and Dongen are just served up the best.
Land some minefields on the Tracer. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it works. That's my special play, actually.
They still need to win this decisively, Jake. I mean, the Atlanta Reign are taking a while to die.
Yeah, beating Atlanta Reign decisively is just not something that happens.
Yeah.
You might inch the card forward. That's what you get for a great play. You get an inch. And then Atlanta Reign comes back and takes a mile.
I mean, they're just so good at surviving as well on the back end of these fights. I mean, waiting for Fielder and Chio to come back. They have Nano rally. Donghak's now in the back line. You need some kills here if you're Alfie. Nice stuff. Those sticky bombs of beam do take care of Fielder and Lip, and this Primal should kill Chio. I say should. He probably survives. It's Chio after all. Yep, he's out. But it's all good though. Justice do end up capping in OT.
It's a great dive from Alpha. They're big damage onto that back line. Echo's able to get a cleanup, and for once, that's like a pretty solid cleanup from the Justice, I think, for the first time this offense. But it is an overtime. Your third point in Bonnie, that's great, but you really need to get some good distance on this point. Getting stopped early on third is like you never capped it all. So for the Atlanta Reign, they got big ults. If they can just stall a little bit, we could be in a final fight scenario.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
Dupe for Lip.
Brigitte.
Dupe the brick. Oh, Bembest is going to have a whale of a time right now.
Yeah,
doesn't want to mess around with that. Methinks with Flora dead too. There's no shot. Free rally. Feels pretty good if you're copied brick. Just you can just run in and you can just start soul-winging.
Yeah, when you copy the Brig, you just have this moment as a team where you more or less have infinite healing resource. I mean, the packs are like enabling your Tracer and your backline. You've got a double proc on the Inspire. I mean, it is a pretty disgusting moment in the team fight where aggression is almost impossible. Yes, your attacking ability is a little bit lower, but Atlanta Reign using it really well. They're just taking all the space on the map. And now Justice, they're in the position of having to retake all that space that they just lost.
Yeah, I mean, the payload's been moving back this whole time. This whole fight has been going on. Duplication for Alfie. He was the difference maker last time in capping out second point. Can he do it again? Someone's trying to C9. And at least touching for the Washington Justice right now. So they're going to be in OT. Nano boost. Alfie's got copy. This has to be it. He's looking to maybe set up for a Nano onto the either the Monkey or the Echo. He's trying, he's looking for it. There's the Nano. He's in the sky, Slip in trouble, just detonated. Slowly falling back down to earth, and Donghak is going to be stunned, and a nice shield there, so Chio and Fielder could not heal him, and I think he was anti too. Here it is, the last push here for the Justice to try and cap third.
Alfie, you know, that superstar player, the one you can rely on to really go toe-to-toe with the DPS players of the Atlanta Reign. He's showing big value here on this retake.
And he has copy. Here comes the rally though. 0.44 meters before that payload is sunk in. That's a nice nade on the back line. Terror hits a two-man on the supports. A good stun from Chio. Just force Flora away, and the Pulse one doesn't end up connecting as Stalker kills Tongan. One support down now for the Justice. Teru the second. Stalker just solo carrying this last point. A triple kill for Stalker, in fact. Alfie dead, both supports down. It's Ben Best primaling on the point to try and push people away. But the supports are just too good. They're too close to this payload. As Fielder comes back on the Kiriko, that was all Stalker to stop the Justice in their tracks.
Someone check his PC. Stalker, you're just a monster, man. This guy, like, you put him against the wall. Lips like he wants to take a turn on the Echo. He's like, don't worry, bro. You have fun. I've got this game. I've got this game.
I got it. It's all good.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, weird choice, though, for Reign. I do think they are stronger with Stalker on the Echo and Lip on the Tracer. But whatever, man. Maybe, is this the first signs of overconfidence? I don't know. Maybe there's some strat that they're thinking if this strat comes out, we would go to a hit scan. That's the only thing I can think of. It would make sense. I don't know, what's going on in the scripts is making them do this role swap. Honestly, I hope it's a little bit of hubris. I want to see Atlanta get a little bit overconfident, get flashy with it. Like, let me see some teabagging. Let me see some text in the chat. I want that. I'm here for that, Reign. You don't disappoint us. I feel like at this point for Reign, it's like, come on, like you gotta start flexing. It's not fun anymore if you just beat everybody and you're hard try-harding.
I mean, the first time of overconfidence, I think, is what they were doing, or Chio and Fielder were doing in World Cup, where Chio was just perma life weaver and they were just spawn holding.
All right, they can do whatever they want in the World Cup, man. That's not.
Or give me some of this. Maybe
let the other team pick your comp, bro. Like, let's go.
That's it. I mean, that team's probably winning World Cup. Let's be real. Like, disgusting lineup for sure.
Yeah.
Lip on Torb, yes. Do not change.
Actually,
please.
This is a Nimbani classic, though. Is like just AFK and wait to see what the enemy team comp is.
All right,
they're not even gonna wait though, so they just want to fake it. Okay, Stalker back to the Echo though. It is going to be the Mercy, though. I think this is a map where just the Mercy, it's very hard to play Mercy. Low skyboxes, you're a little bit more limited on your movement. So this is going to be a tough test for Chio. He's going to have to be positioned very, very cautiously to not get picked off.
Yeah, and this comp on defense, what was conventional, now a little bit unconventional with the Rhine. Oh yeah. We've seen some wonky magnetic grenade kills recently on this map, so I'm hoping Flora can hit a couple of those. The high ground control is exactly what Donghak ordered. Oh, then Best pushed down from the high ground. Oh, has to get the lamp, in fact. Look at the healing. The sustain's good enough. It's actually Fielder that goes down first, but don't worry. Nice, he's got the little resurrection onto Fielder. And a nice little sleep too. Ben Best tried to punish that res, now he's in trouble. Anti-nade on the ground, and Ben Best, yeah. Hubris, Jake. You wanted it, and you got it, but it's on the opposite side of things.
Honestly, I think Ben Best, he does need to make some kind of play there.
Sure.
After the res comes through and the pick on the floor, you don't have anything left to stop Stalker. So I think you are kind of forced to make a play there. I think if anything for the Justice, I wanted to see more aggressive movement from the whole team. Like Ben Best went in, I want everyone to be in with him here in that moment. You can't afford to have any miscommunication playing against the Atlanta Reign.
EMP, window. Justice got nice little tools here to hold. They could do the classic like building hold too, where the Rhine just kind of chills on the side.
Yeah, but you cannot seed the map to this Echo Hanzo, right? Like, holding corners, bunkering is you're just putting a clock on the game. A Nano Echo, Nano Winston is gonna come and just come through you like a freight train. Like, sitting on the corners is not viable right now. You need to be making active plays. They're just gonna use absolutely everything in the game on Donghak. But like this isn't gonna stop Lip and Stalker from shooting back at you. You don't have anything to get to the high ground. I think after this first point, the Rhine starts to feel kind of awkward to me on the Bonnie. Like, it's not looking so good anymore. I like it on the first point defense, but now Alfie, like, is he gonna get any follow-up when he makes a play here? It's just hard to imagine.
Back into Fielder, there's the Dragons trying to just flush them out. They do so quite easily. In fact, it's Lip killing. I think Lip just killed Alfie in the backline. Okay, and well, where's Flora? He's also in the backline. There's no DPS in the front for Justice right now, as the duplication came out on the right. Stalker dashes back on Echo, but Donghak, yep, he's still in. He's still causing a ruckus.
Nice pin from
Did
Benbest, though.
Pinned quite low, but Fielder from far was able to heal him up. And Benbest with a shadow. It's going to be a tough one to hit, but he might just be delivered to it. Nope. Nade, booped in, slept, everything. Benbest didn't even have a chance to hit Q.
Atlanta Reign, they're so great at just finding the moment. As soon as Washington Justice split their formation, even a little bit, somebody is in there between them, cleaving them into pieces. And that's just what makes the Reign so effective. You know, you make those little missteps. Most teams, those don't look like missteps because nothing really goes wrong. The Reign, they're punishing you. They're absolutely finding a pick from that mistake. And so it feels like you just can't make any.
Oh, Nano on the Echo. Flora using it. Oh, well, it's inside a bubble, so this isn't going to hurt that much. Still holding. Still waiting. Buying his time. Does end up running out. And there's the shadow. He only hit one in a hit lip, but he's all good. Because Fielder's right behind him with the nade. Keeps him alive. Teru trying to settle the score now with the window. But this duplication on the high ground, like you said, you don't want to concede the map to the Echo and Hanzo, but that's exactly what Justice are doing right now. And Stalker's just getting free damage.
Yeah, and now this is a big dive coming in. Dragon to split the team apart.
Oh no, they C9'd!
Oh boy.
Reign are just leading Justice down the path of XR right now. That is a rough sight to see, to say the least.
Yeah, the Dragon comes through there. Can be hard for Ryan, you know, limited mobility hero to touch the point. But it just feels like at every moment, like, I mean, Atlanta have 4 ults right now. If it wasn't the Dragon, it would have been the Nano Primal, the copy, you know. Yes, Alfie has an EMP, right? And when he's been EMPing, it's been killing Donghak. But the rest of the team just doesn't die in those moments. Stalker and Lip are just never stopped from constantly pressuring down your team. They're getting ults one after the other. I mean, Justice, they've got to find some way to get to the backline and actually get a solid cleanup here.
What? Okay, Donghak jumps in. Nano Primal forces Donghan's rally at least. This is going to be enough.
He's getting punished well here.
He is, but these anti-nades are just, it's just nade after nade after nade from Fielder. That was a triple bio. Donghan's up going down. 4-man EMP. No follow-up, sadly.
The window is enough, though. Again, res. Okay. Atlanta, like every moment when you think they're breaking, no, they're just kind of bending back. Right now, Justice getting a lot of value off the Rhine Shield, resetting well in this room. They'll be hard to push here. Ben not finding a pin there, and they run the risk of getting pushed right now.
Oh, he got the soul. I mean, why are we surprised?
Not like that play. You know what, Flora? YOLO.
I mean, yeah. Fielder's gonna hit those, you know.
Shoot your shot. Take a risk.
Honestly, Benbest getting the charge kill there onto Fielder, just who was isolated in that mega health pack room, but now he has to get back to the rest of his team, who are in trouble at this current moment in time. And there you go. All right. Distraction technique.
Yeah,
working out.
Yeah, I mean, really, that's what we need to see from the Justice. Somebody has to, when somebody makes a play, like whether it's Benbest, whether it's Flora, Alfie on these flanks, you need everybody to be pressing forward at the same moment. That's what we see every single time from the Atlanta Reign, but it's so much easier said than done. Now, oh, I'm getting scared because Stalker's on the Genji, and what this means is like, yes, there's a couple fights for the Justice where they're going to be looking strong, but Nano Blade is like a clock on the game. You just have nothing for the Justice to deal with a Nano Blade. You have to like shatter him or EMP him.
Well, there's the Nano. It's on Winston, though. A little Primal Blade, potentially. It looks like it. There goes the lamp, and there goes the rest of your team. Teru, if you're not careful. Donghak did end up getting hacked, so taking a little bit more damage, but, I mean, this chaos is just ensuing, and, I mean, Atlanta Reign are in full control. That was a 5-man EMP, and no one fell below 50%. Flora, Widow, Wrecking Ball from Benbest. It's not happening yet.
I mean,
no Nano Blade needed.
He just split the wickets there on every possible threat. There's the EMP that fight, the shatter, the window. So much to worry about on Winston. Even if you have the Nano Primal on, I mean, if you get shattered in front of a window, like you're going to get bursted solo, you're going to have to get out of the fight. But Donghak made great use of the geometry on the Bonnie third there, jumping above the tree line where, you know, Winston, you don't really need to see what's below you, but those enemies looking up, like they lose sight of you, they lose track of you. They're not going to be able to pressure your health bar as easily as you might on another situation. So great awareness from Donghak and the rest of the team where there were moments for the Justice of greatness, really. Like they brought it together at these certain moments and really took it to the Reign and actually took team fights here. But it's the consistency from the Atlanta Reign that's making the difference right now. There's a gap there, and there's a gap between pretty much every team in the league and the Atlanta Reign there.
Look at that sleeve. That little small little shrub got added a couple of patches ago.
I like it. I like little bits of cover here and there. I think that's one of the best parts of Overwatch too. But
yeah. Well, another changed map that we've seen a lot recently.
Excited.
See Watchpoint Gibraltar. It's going to be a good time, I'd imagine. Hopefully a little bit of Widowmaker. We'll have to wait and see after the break. I mean, Atlanta Reign are up 2-0. Justice, they need a hell of a comeback. We'll be right back. I think we best bring them on the stage, don't you? Please put your hands together for the Atlanta Reign.
They were the gatekeepers, Matt, for the longest time. A team that did well against half of the league, but struggled to raise above their station.
Bruises of theater!
The Atlanta Reign have been a gatekeeper team in prior seasons. That was their branding, their label in 2020. But this year they are a fully fledged top-tier elite squad.
A minute 15 left and the Atlanta Reign have nothing left to work with. The Shanghai Dragons are your 2021 Overwatch League champions.
The meteor strike from the copy, but the Outlaws find the cap! There's no way that just happened!
The Atlanta Reign are not a wonky team. They're not hitting you with a trick play. They're not really going to be playing crazy comps. They're just going to be better than you.
This Atlanta Reign squad is just on paper that top one team.
That crown, they've been eyeing it off for a long time, and now they've decided it's time to reach out and grab it.
Mid-season madness is upon us. We are ready.
Atlanta Reign, they're 24-2 in maps.
And that's what makes Atlanta Reign scary this year.
This could be the best team in Overwatch history. Now
Now he comes back through. The EMP going to be used. It finds Gushway. They take him down. Chio takes him across the line.
Oh my God! What is that?
Dipping around corners. Bonghak goes into the back line with the primal rolling. Does find Monk. Lings to nowhere to go.
They're going to be able to follow this up.
Fielder, they're desperately trying to keep him standing.
He's
still up.
alive?
Somehow he's still alive. That is just ungodly. The Atlanta Reign are here to bring the house down, bringing the West Wind to Seoul. The Atlanta Reign ride it all the way to the throne, the one that was promised to them in the championship. Your mid-season madness victors.
Man, that was a really sick video actually. Just painting Atlanta Reign. You know, it was really funny. The Shanghai Dragons clip against the Atlanta Reign had Lip on it, and he was defeating the Atlanta Reign.
Yeah,
and
so
now he's
Lip, we heard you
the
beat
team.
us, and let's stop that. Come over here.
Let's steal that real quick. We'll steal you real quick. But
Stalker
yeah.
as well, one of the hottest I mean, they arguably have they just took the 2 best players from the APAC region.
Right.
I think a lot of, I mean, I've talked a lot of smack about how, you know, the West region dominates the East. And yes, that's how it went in the midseason madness, but you got to ask the question, why? Well, it turns out when the Atlanta Reign take your 2 best DPS players pretty solidly. I mean, I think Lip, it's definitely fair to say. Stalker, I think people wouldn't have put him in that category. And now you put him in this team with this beautiful system, great team play, and it's clear what he's always been is one of the best.
Just crazy dominance from Atlanta Reign so far this season. Like you said, Jake, maybe it is a 50-50 going all the way to the grand finals.
It feels like that's too long.
Golden season.
It feels like I think it's more likely than not that they're gonna be undefeated. Like, I think they just show everything that you would want to see, which is that there isn't this feeling, there isn't hubris, right? Like, that's what you're hoping for as an opponent. Like, they're gonna do something weird and slip. It just hasn't really been there.
Yeah.
And this team has been clinical. I mean, this is a great team to watch, players to watch, POVs to watch. If you're interested in like learning about how to play these heroes, because these guys, they're just textbook, right? When somebody comes into an off angle, tries to take position on the Atlanta Reign, Donghack immediately is cutting that on at LOS with a bubble, and the rest of the Reign are just running through whoever tries to take the off angle, clearing them out of the map. So you cannot take space in this greedy, like, jumping in way. You have to fight for every inch of ground, clear out the DPS first, clear out the Winston, not get hit by a nade at any moment. I mean, what Reign are doing is like, it's close to perfect Overwatch, right? Nobody's perfect, the game's too complicated for that, but Atlanta Reign are sort of hitting a standard, hitting a peak that I don't think has ever been done before.
The Atlanta Reign prophecy has been written. We'll see if it can come to light. Oh, nice hand. Oh, hello. Right. They slept out for you. Can they get that kill? No, they cannot, but a lot of free ult charges what they will gain off of that cheeky play.
I'm not a fan of this. I think it's like too YOLO, especially Hog doesn't one-shot anymore. And Atlanta Reign, like, you think they're going to slip up to that? But you know what? Maybe you just got to throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks right here for the Justice. And, you know, in that sense, I don't blame them. Chio's being so aggressive in this position right here. If he makes a mistake, I mean, he will just die if he takes some big echo sticks. But the whole team is aggressive with him. They're playing as a unit. You mentioned this before, Jack. It's like when they're attacking, they're coming over you like a wave. And when you get that little advantage, they back up together. They don't let anybody fall alone. I mean, they just play as such a tight unit. It's easy to say, but actually doing that in-game with everything that's going on in a game of Overwatch is so incredibly difficult.
Well, we're just starting out on the offense. Might be a bit of a fool's gambit. It's the loser that picks. We'll see how far they can actually get. They're going to get in car wash at least, but a pretty easy push normally when you have a Tracer or a Sombra or something. So it's all about taking this high ground, but I mean, Atlanta Reign are not backing down. Oh, there's the clip. Yeah. A bit too deadly for even Alpha E to jump up there.
And Saka right back to car duty. He's so aware, like he's like reading these blinks ahead of time from Flora, like predicting what he's gonna do. Just playing on another level, playing mind games at this point is the Atlanta Reign. And with the Sombra out, I mean, this is a mind games hero, giant EMP. Might be dodged by the Justice, but oh.
He's so low.
Oh. Okay, well played from the Justice, right? Hiding that is huge, but someone's gonna get, oh my god, it's so close.
Well, Lib's back on Sombra, so we're gonna get one of those every single fight, don't worry.
Okay, a rare missed opportunity from the Reign. Justice get the chance to fight back, and Mirror's like,
no,
I
mean,
he just got
is this even fair?
They're like, guys, we live the dive, like, let's go, it's our turn, and then you just get like, you jump in, you get clapped to the floor. Goodness gracious, hacked, booped, slept the nano on the echo. They're like, yeah, okay, we missed a couple skills in the dive. You dive us, we miss nothing. Okay, How's that feel?
Sounds good.
As Mirror, you're like, all right, guys, I'm jumping. I'm dead. I'm jumping. I'm dead. I'll be back in 10. I'm dead.
Anyway, I'll go again.
I know this real. It's rough.
All right, we have to get the payload. That is very true. Laura speaking facts. Also, Force's recall does need a pack. He's got one. All good. But it is just Lip right now. 1v3 on the point. He has got EMP again.
It's like every time you see a Rain player fighting, look at the support they're getting. That's what to watch for this team, right? You never see somebody fighting all alone and tell, okay, giant EMP, quick cleanup. Hello. Donghack's like, oh, would you like to come this way?
Knocking on the door.
So, oh, but hold on.
Dongin?
No, the Nano
Ray. Nano Chio, get out the way.
Run.
The steamroller's coming. Oh, dear. I mean, that looked good, a good play from the Justice there. They popped that rally in the tight corridor, got a good stun onto Donghack, but, well, Atlanta Rangers did it one better. Chio's rally, Fielder's Nano.
Yeah. I mean, this is what I was looking at, though, with Lip and Stalker there, right? Is like when one of them's fighting Cart, always, Fielder or Chio is like ready to heal them, ready to support them. And so when you think you're going to come through the card, you have like 2v1. No, you're actually in a 2v2 because Rain, they're splitting their resources around the map so that no one is isolated. No one is truly playing on their own. There's always this network of support. So yes, they're going to let you push the card a little bit, but when somebody stops cart, okay, they kill you. Florida cuts Ana LOS for about half a second. He's dead.
He's dead.
Ana all alone. She's going to die in 3. Oh, wait, hold on.
Sleep.
Hold on.
Start the countdown again. 3,
Stop the count.
2. Oh, no, he did not.
No,
he's good.
They're good. He's good. He's
chilling. A little back out.
But Red Rain's like, okay, nice shot, well played. You get nothing from
well
this.
Played. Don't worry, Lip's got another EMP soon. So, all good. And they do have to touch, but they will be able to get there pretty easily. There's the dupe on Alfie. He had to hit the recall in midair. He's probably not going to be able to get a pulse, to be honest with you.
It looks
even
so
Fielder,
desperate.
Like,
it looks
growing in damage.
Mirror nanoed as well, and Rain, they're just falling back. So
okay. He got it though.
Crucial.
Does lose the duplication, but he's already killed one. Lip dead. EMP'd as well. Okay, Justice.
Hold on,
second.
Justice. This is their moment. But
have to get
they
the payload
have time to respawn potentially, and Alfie's not going to be in this fight. I think Rain are going to go for this. Donghack extremely close to Primal, Chio extremely close to Rally, and Stalker as well, buying just a few extra seconds. Ooh, uncharacteristic mistake from Stalker gets caught there. Still, the ults are online for Rain. They're definitely going to commit to this fight.
Yeah, a little bit of burst damage, and there's the Primal Rage. I mean, Fielder, Chio have got support almost coming out. They have to capitalize on it, and they do so. Teru with a nade to the back line. Donghack still doing a fair amount of damage, but put to sleep rather quickly as Floor is just going to, he's going to clean him up. Wow, what a nade. That was Teru there, nading Fielder and Chio. Good clean, and what looked like a full hold for a brief moment there. Atlanta Rain gonna forgive that first point.
Despite the dominance being shown by the Rain right now, Justice, they're not giving up. They're still fighting strong, and so when Rain does make that one uncharacteristic slip up with Stalker getting picked before the fight there, Justice capitalized. They win the fight dominantly, snowballing to the top of the ship. Holding control here with the Soldier is gonna be hard though. This hero really struggles to survive on a dive. Oh, and the shield is broken as well by the Soldier damage. Great plays together there by the Washington Justice. Keeping the Soldier snowballing, this is crucial.
But it's all good. He's going out of the Donghack now. There's the rally on top of the ship. He's still willing to fight, and he gets out.
Yeah, the Soldier putting the heals down. Brig and Ana are with him. They have a very dominant position now. This can be hard to dislodge, but it's also potentially dangerous, right? It's like you know where the Soldier is. You can dive him very easily.
Yeah, the healing station, like you said, doing a lot of work. Uh-oh. Can't do anything now. He's hacked. Chio on the ground. Bembes taking high ground. And, well, the payload is still moving, mind you, in favor of the Justice. Pretty hard point to cap. Lip 15% towards an EMP. Or 15 points away, even.
Now, though, we've got Dongman on the low ground, so potentially going to be split from his backliners. Can be a very scary moment.
Nano, no visor just yet. Has to find damage, though, but yes.
Painful
I mean, Fielder just sleeps him. Not going to be able to earn himself a nano visor, and there's the EMP to follow up too. Fielder just, doesn't matter who's ulting, who's nano, who's whatever, like wherever you are on the map, he's going to hit it.
He's so sharp with the sleeps, man. Just one more threat on this team you have to worry about. And the Soldier, yes, it's very effective on the snowball. You get to that top ship control with Ana, with Brig. You're very, very hard to dislodge, but Dongan has to drop to the low ground to deal with Lip, who's constantly contesting Cart along with Stalker. And then the Soldier sort of loses some of his advantage. He has to drop in, commit to a fight. It's kind of forced on Soldier 76. So I'm worried for Alpha Yi here. Crossing this sideline against a player like Fielder, always ready to nade and punish those rotations. This is a very scary position to be on Soldier 76. Hard to open the map up.
Okay, I just heard nade go off, so they did only hit one this time. It was Dongan. All right. Healing station down as they cross. Visor available, but he is stuck, and I think Stalker is, well, true to his namesake, maybe stalking it. Primal Rage with Donghak, now disrupting the Force on the high ground, forces Justice all the way down to low, and with Mirror already dead, and Nano onto Donghak, is this Visor going to find anything? He's finding damage, but that's really about it. No Nano. I mean, you got a whole heap of problems. Good little Helix Rocket, it takes Fielder pretty low, but it doesn't matter because the Atlanta Range is so good at playing together as units, and the rally on the point. They're finally putting members on there, but they've got no high ground. The nades are just raining down from above. Teru, Dongan, dead. Shio gets the kills, and Atlanta Rain just running over them. Doesn't matter how many people they have up. Lip with a nice EMP onto Mirror, and yeah, you got Stalker there in a moment, but they don't need him. It's just Fielder, Donghak, and Lip to hold down the fort. 66.99 meters, maybe an omen.
Yeah, I want to highlight that Justice is not playing poorly here. Like, they're doing the moves they're supposed to do. They're playing well. They're bending and not breaking, not falling instantaneously to the dives of Atlanta Rain, which is what we've seen, honestly, for many, many teams, many players facing the Rain. And so they're playing very well, but they're just punished. Like, you dodge 1, 2, 3 fights in a row. Rain isn't losing any players, even though you're surviving their dives. They're not full committing. They're reading the game so effectively to get out of those situations and just reset and go again and go again and go again. And that's the challenge playing against the Rain, is that first wave is not their only punch, right? They're going to keep battering you and keep coming back for more every time that next cooldown is available, whether it's the Winston Bubble, the On and Nade. They're going to commit with it, and you sort of, the test is you have to not only survive, but fight back and find picks in those crucial moments. You're only going to get a couple of them.
Well, here's this big nade at the very end. I mean...
Yeah. And it's a great game sense as well from Donghak. Like, the reason they're all on the low ground here and not up on high ground as they'd like to be with the Soldier comp is that Donghak was just waiting in the corner. Primals knocks them all to low ground. Yes, they didn't get any kills at that moment in the dive, but it still put Washington Justice in a part of the map that is very difficult to push forward. It's very difficult to really threaten the card from there. And so that's why Fielder is just, okay, uncontested. I'll drop a nade on your heads. It's all done from there.
No funny business on the defense. Like you said, maybe they do need to switch up a little bit. Oh, no, Lip, please play Widow. Not working. Oh, he's going to Echo. Okay.
Ah, more Echo. Okay, Lip. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe, so this is I think the rotation is that they think Lip might need to play Sombra at some time. So that's, I think, the thought process here. You know it's Atlanta Rain. They're not just having fun letting players pick what they want. They're playing a comp for a reason. Now I see it after watching Jib.
They're ready to go 10-0. They're all good. Laura kind of struggling. Those schmoobs from Fielder, dodging every single arrow, including the Storm.
Yeah, and the confidence to stand there is actually just pulling aggro. Ooh, but a great pick from Alpha. He punishes Lip, over-aggressive there in the tunnel.
Nice little push. That's about it, yeah, over-aggression. Punished. Like you mentioned before, Jake, I mean, Alpha is definitely with his stand-up for Justice with his time on the roster. This Tracer play is just spectacular.
Yeah, he looks great on everything he plays, honestly, Alpha. He's a great tool to have.
Yes, you can. Oh, nade with the sticky bombs. When you caught up on that blue box, man, you just had the nade in the wall, and it's...
But it's I mean, Fielder, he has no position. He's like on the low ground, dodging arrows, and he's still finding these plays. I mean, that is ridiculous. It's one thing when he's on the high ground, he gets a clean setup, like, sure. But, I mean, he has no right to be hitting sleeps and nades. You're an on-player, you know. You got no right to be hitting sleeps and nades from the low ground, getting spammed by everyone, getting blocked by the ball. He just does it anyway.
And there's first point.
Yeah.
How'd you like that time back? Still 5 minutes?
It ain't looking good for the Washington Justice. That's what I will say. It ain't looking good. Now it's the Justice chance to try to retake into a snowball. That's huge, though.
Oh,
that's a game changer, right? Because this kind of kills some of the momentum for the Rain. Fielder on his own. He's laughing a little. He's like, "Oh, chill, nice job, bro." But they're chilling, man. I like that the player cam. His teammate dies, he laughs. He's like, "Ha ha ha, let's play some more Overwatch."
Anyway, let's keep going. I mean, they've all got all ults, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Justice, no EMP,
Still,
no
this
pulse.
is a tough spot. Like, retaking on Jib when you lose the snowball. Teru's going to be up wherever he wants to be. Nanomir in. Oh, that's not getting anything.
Good nade onto Fielder. Does receive a pack. It's not going to heal him.
This is the Atlanta Rain. That's not getting a
you
thing.
Can't.
That's not happening. You can't. You got to make them commit to the rotation. Nano onto Lip. Oh, mirror the world of hurt. Okay, Primal.
Has to pop the Primal. Oh, and of course he hits those.
He's going to get bursted here, maybe.
Quad headshot.
He's so low. Mirror's got to get out.
There's no way he's not dead. Tried as he hardest. He didn't find the might, will, or strength to finish that kill. And oh my god, it's all over, man. 3-0 for the Atlanta Rain. The Justice, their shield on the floor, sadly. with the Reign kind of towering above them and towering above the rest of the Overwatch League right now. I mean, 10-0 this season so far, with a potential over 50% chance of having a golden season. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe someone can eventually topple them, but if they keep playing like this, like, the meta doesn't change. I mean, look, they've already got to dinner, man. Like, they're ready.
I mean, they're fun to watch, right? As much as they are dominating everybody, the matches aren't that competitive, frankly. I think the Reign, it's great to see a team like this because they're a team you can just point to. Like, if you're learning Overwatch, you want to get better and like climb the ranks and reach the top, you can learn so much from the way they play, the way they connect as a team and play around each other, the way they pick their heroes and execute on them on an individual level. There's a lot to be taken from this for the Overwatch fans at home. And it's great to have a team to point to and just be like, do what they do, because there's not really anything going wrong here that I can see. I mean, like a couple mechanical mistakes there. You're not going to hit every pulse bomb. You're not going to dodge every sleep. But it's just the consistency, the overwhelming team play. It's great to see.
Yeah, and the flexibility too. There's not really much they can't play.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy seeing
Cool
Stalker and Lip just going crazy.
Lip on the Echo, just showing that he can hang too. You know, like we thought, okay, he's a hit scan player. Okay, he's a Summer player. He's a Tracer player. Okay, I can just play everything. How about that?
Yeah, how about that, huh?
How about that?
It's crazy to think about too. Like Lip might be in the conversation of being one of the best players of all time, like straight up, or the best player of all time, I should say. He's definitely up there with the best, but is he the best?
He's got to be a serious, like, you got to be talking about Lip for MVP right now. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be like, literally every player in the Atlanta Reign, and then we can add some more candidates. But like, all right, right? Is there a player on the Atlanta Reign that's not an MVP candidate? This guy's an MVP candidate.
Maybe. I mean, maybe not. Maybe.
Stalker. Player of the
match.
match.
To say. I mean, this place specifically, or like this Lighthouse, when he was 1v2ing the Echo Pocket.
Yeah.
Like,
you know, you say 1v2, but the team is just so tight. Like,
that's true.
Like,
it was
the Ana is hard pocketing him too.
Right,
so like that's the difference that Fielder makes. He's always healing the right person at the right time. You just see those little lines coming in from off the screen. You're like, yeah, Fielder at it again, so consistent. And there's good reason. He doesn't need to worry too much about what his DPS are doing because they're always in the right place. Just support them, enable guys like Stalker. And I mean, these are great numbers to be putting up.
I mean, stats are always going to look good, especially when it's a 3-0, but Stalker just puts him in again. I mean, I would love to see, before we go to playoffs, actually, what the numbers for the Atlanta Reign are like in terms of, like, deaths per 10, like, overall throughout the season.
These guys all have to be, like, #1 in their respective heroes, because they're just dominating everybody, and they're monster players.
Yeah, there you go. Lionfish cast living up to the invasiveness of its namesake.
I like that your part of the name is just fish.
Fish, it'll do. That's all I can hope for. All good. Friendship ends with Custer. Now Jake is my best friend. There you go. Custer,
I'm here for
gone.
Beef started here.
Beef started here.
Overwatch
it's live.
League. That's what's up, Custer. We're throwing it down. The gauntlet.
Atlanta Reign 10-0. They're looking good. Who's really surprised? The Justice, there were sparks of brilliance there, yes, but will they find another win throughout the next couple of weeks for playoffs? We'll have to wait and find out. But that is it for me and Jake for today. We're going to jump to a quick break. The desk is going to break that one down and set us up for the next two. We'll see you in a bit after this.
Your team needs you. Let's go. Now more than ever to secure victory.
Beautiful stuff.
Simply post your epic gameplay highlights on TikTok, Twitter, or Instagram with your hero wearing your team's skin. To score big for your squad, use these two hashtags. Hashtag skins in the game and your team's unique hashtag. Every post earns your team a point, so rally together to dominate the leaderboard. The team with the most points will win their own in-game spray.
Unbelievable!
Turn up for hashtag skins in the game, where fans become legends.
Oh my God!
Unbelievable!
That's right, you got skin, you've got game. Now it's time to prove that you got skin in the game. Submit clips of your best pop-up moments wearing your favorite team skins and submit them on Twitter or TikTok using the team hashtag and the official skins in the game hashtag for a chance to win a unique spray. Get playing.
Hey!
Hey!
Watch Point the musical, baby. Let's go.
I don't
great.
know why I did that.
I like that.
Thank you. I'm an okay singer. Let's go to karaoke one time.
Dude, we actually.
Okay, I'm so down.
Yeah, you do that?
Yo.
Are you a singer?
We gotta do karaoke.
Yeah.
We gotta wait for Zoe. Zoe would kill us if we don't go to karaoke.
That's true. We're waiting for you. Just hurry back home. We're still waiting for you.
We need you. Let's go karaoke.
Yeah.
I'm sure she would just dominate us as well.
Yeah. But that's the fun of it.
She's a perfect artist. Like, she can draw the most amazing things. It wouldn't surprise me if we would just walk into karaoke and Zoe just demolishes.
Oh
my God. Yeah.
That's gonna be fun. We're gonna wait until Zoe gets back to the US, but let's talk about this match. Atlanta Reign, another clean victory for the Atlanta Reign team against the Washington Justice. I mean, what can we say about the Atlanta Reign? They're what now, 10-0.
They're pretty good. All right.
They're all right. They're okay. You know, okay team. You know, they just never lost. They just got lucky.
I'm gonna be so many times. They're due for a loss soon, right?
Yeah, they're really lucky. If they're a lucky team, they should buy some lottery tickets. I'll tell you what, because they're about to win it all.
It just looks so disgusting. Like, we've had long win streaks in the league before, and last year, both Shock and Dallas Fuel went on 20-match win streaks or something. But just the way they get it done by not dropping any maps. And they're just stomping teams
and that very
all the time.
few maps are even close. For me, that's a big one. Like, when a team wins a 3-0, but all three maps are tight, down to the wire, down to overtime, it's yes, it's a 3-0, but this is a close match in the end, right? The scoreline doesn't always reflect that. But I mean, there was no close maps in this series. Zero. That's most serious for the Reign. Nobody touches them.
Yeah.
Is there a hero that Lip can't play?
Apparently not.
Dude, okay, I have a confession.
Okay.
I was playing ranked against Lip, and he got me on Winston.
No! Ain't no way! And you're like, oh, why they get me off the glass, bro?
And then I was like,
come on!
That's when I realized, I was like, what can't he do? What can Lip
I was playing Tank, and I played ranked with Lip, and he's on Widow on Dorado. I'm just on Diva. I'm like, I am there. Lip moves, I am with you, Lip. Like you drive my Lip? No, Matrix. No, you don't die.
I mean, Atlanta Reign is definitely, it's just an unbelievable team. We're talking about Lip, but also Stalker, who is the player of the match, is ready for a post-match interview. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk to Stalker.
This team's got so many goats, man.
This walking is just, I'm still not used to it.
Get your steps in, man.
I'm setting up myself.
No pressure.
Yeah, hey, Stalker, how are you doing? Stalker 선수 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
Of course, big congratulations on getting the win. Another clean victory for you guys. I want to actually personally ask you about your sort of heroes that you enjoy playing, because we know that you're a great Tracer player, but even today we saw you on Echo as well. You're apparently super good at Echo as well. So just personal enjoyment-wise, which hero do you like playing more, Echo or Tracer? 자, 스토커 선수 하면은 지금 미드 시즌 매니스도 그렇고 항상 좀 굉장한 트레이서 선수라는 거 다 알고 있는데 오늘 보니까 에코도 너무나도 잘하시고 그 실력보다 조금 이제 스토커 선수 개인적으로 아무래도 트레이서나 에코 이 둘 중에 좀 더 재미를 느끼는 영웅이 있다면 좀 어떤 걸까요?
트레이서도 많이 해가지고 에코가 재밌는 것 같습니다.
Alright, and I mean, I played a lot. I mean, I played Tracer a little bit too much, so I have to pick Echo. Echo is a lot more fun currently. Alright, I mean, hopefully we get to see more of your Echo. My next question for you is, I think we talked about it a little bit. You guys are now 10-0, 10 wins, 0 losses. How confident are you that the Atlanta Reign could, sort of take this all the way and go undefeated for the whole season? 두 번째 질문으로는 오늘 승리로 이제 아틀란타 팀이 이제 10연승으로 이제 10번 이기고 지금 한 번도 지지 않으셨는데 이렇게 지금 계속 쭉 무패로 시즌을 끝낼 수 있을 거라고 자신하시나요?
네, 그거는 당연하다 봅니다.
이렇게 어떻게 좀 봤을 때 이 팀한테는 좀 질 수도 있을 것 같다라는 좀 그런 팀이 있을까요? 아니면 없나요?
그나마 휴스턴인 것 같은데 질 것 같다는 생각은 안 드네요.
네, 알겠습니다. Alright, definitely. I mean, I'm 100% sure that we could go undefeated throughout the whole season. If I have to maybe choose a team that there might be a chance of us losing, I would pick Houston, but I think that's highly unlikely because we are going to go undefeated. I love all your answers. Thank you so much again, Stalker, for the interview, and again, big congratulations on getting the win. 자, 이걸로 인터뷰 마치도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
A man of few words.
I love this guy, man.
The confidence.
It's confidence, and like normally someone saying like that, you call, okay, this guy's cocky, like he thinks he can't, but like I think they can't be beaten. I mean, like I would hope he.
The way they're playing, no way.
Yeah. Right now, terrifying.
Yeah.
Confidence, and I mean, he got the skills to back it up too, right? So I mean, we can't really say that he's.
It's like one of those traditional sports athletes where you have to ask like a super complicated question for them to even garner a response. Like care, just like, hey, Bill Belichick, why should you have a long punter on your team? And they're just like 11 minutes, just like talking about something. You have to talk about Lift the Stalker,
What
just
do those words mean?
I'm trying to get my green card. Okay, I got married.
All right,
I'm trying to become American.
Sorry, my bad.
I'm trying to adjust to the environment here.
Sure, Johnny. All right.
Medium.
In and out, best burger ever.
Good. Okay.
Thank you. All right.